Are you considering buying or selling a home in Virginia Beach and you're thinking about moving to the Green Run High School District? Well, you're in store today because I got 3 homes that I want to show you at 3 different price points, and it's all below $400,000. Now, when you talk about Green Run High School District, you're going to see that this neighborhood is actually going to be around a high school that's centered as a B-rated high school by niche.com, and it has over 1,500 students actually attending this school with a 15-to-1 teacher-to-student ratio. If you want more information, it's going to be linked down below, but you already know what time it is. It's time for us to get to it. So stay tuned for the market recap, and I'm going to actually give you a ride around the neighborhood. Let's do it. That ranch style home living is actually coming in way more demand, and the next house that we actually have for you is going to be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,440 square feet, and it's actually going to be about $315,000 currently on the market right now. Just actually went active. This actual home is part of the Chimney Hill condominiums, which so it gives you all the condominium feel, but it's a detached condo as well in the community. So if you were looking for something that actually makes the most sense for you as a downsizer, this may be the one for you. And you want to just make sure that you know what the amenities that provide you. So this one actually has a playground, pool, and it comes with tennis courts as well too. Some that you can actually take advantage of as well as part of that downtown living when it's downsizing at that point of time. And part of that downsizing type of community that you actually want to be a part of, which I believe that this is actually a great ideal spot for someone who's looking for that or who just don't want to deal with stairs at all. So if you find that helpful, we're going to go ahead and ride around the neighborhood, and then we're going to move on out to our next neighborhood. So now we're out at Woodland Park at Lexington. This is our first stop on our 3-home tour. This one's actually going to come in around $328,000. We're actually in a condo development that was actually built in 2006 to 2008, early 2000s or so. So what you're going to see is actually some of these homes will actually be kind of outdated if they have not had any modern uptakes given to them. But this condo that we're going to show you today has actually been fully renovated as in the kitchen and has immaculate living space for you, over 2,000 square foot to be exact. Now when it comes down to this home, it actually will, as we pull up to it right here behind me, is actually going to be the home that I'm talking about. 3-bedroom, 2.5 baths, 2,000 square feet, living space like this with a fully renovated kitchen makes it an opportunity for a lifetime for a lot of people to actually find in this market. The reason why I say that is because simply when you're down in this area, it's already hard to find the right home for yourself, but finding the right competitive square foot price per square foot is actually hard to do as well too. So this is a highly competitive market right now. Actually, the top of the market right now in this neighborhood is $335,000, and this is right below it. And it's actually went out the market in 2 days when it actually sold in late last year in 2022. So this home I don't expect to last long as well too, but this is actually quite competitive, like I said before. So if you are interested in homes like this is where you need to come and reach out to us and let us know. And actually, this is why it's important to already be pre-approved when you're starting to shop in this market right now, because anything in the $400,000 price point that we've seen lately has not been lasting on the market completely long, and this has allowed for a lot of people to miss out on opportunities because they haven't worked getting that pre-approval yet, and having to wait 24 hours to 48 hours to gather the paperwork to get the loan in on time just to make an offer. It's simply something that you may not want to risk in this type of market right now. And as it gets hotter and the springtime starts to set in and we get closer to summertime, this is actually going to start to be a lot more competitive market as that wind starts to pick up a bit here today. So, but I want you to understand this, I can't stress it enough. If you don't have a pre-approval just yet and you need to work with a lender, we have lenders that we actually consult with, and we have preferred lenders that we can refer you out to who can help you get a pre-approval in hand, so that when you're ready to actually contact us us to actually get into this market and actually buy a home and put an offer in on it, we're ready to go, and there's nothing to hold us back from actually making that happen for you. On our third and final stop, we're actually out in a neighborhood that was being well developed from 1969 all the way to 1985. This neighborhood has well over 2,000 homes in the neighborhood, almost closer to 2,300 homes to be exact. So this home right here is actually going to be more at the top end of that spectrum. When I say it's going to be coming in underneath 400,000, this one's actually going to be about $369,900. So the home that I have for you that we want to talk about is 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,926 square feet, $369,900. This home has actually been on the market for just a little bit of time, but it won't probably last any much longer because simply to the fact that these homes are actually moving quite fast when it comes to these rent style homes. Make that kind of known a little bit here, that you got to think about the type of market that we're currently in, and this is at the right price point. That 400,000 and below is like a real sweet spot right now, and it's being very competitive down in that market. So this is, once again, I just want to stress, if you're not pre-qualified and you're looking for a home in Virginia Beach, especially in this type of area, you want to make sure that you're already pre-qualified, so that way you can get an offer in within those 24 hours, because it's going to be highly competitive and highly demanding. So let's get over to our market recap and then actually break down some of the things about the Virginia Beach real estate market, and give you some more. At the end of this, we're going to actually give you a ride around neighborhood tour, like bonus footage. So check that out too. But let's get into the market recap.
So let's talk about the stats of Green Run, then Virginia Beach, and then let's get you over to some of the bonus footage that we have from riding through the community that you can actually check out as well too. Now, when it comes to Green Run High School, it is actually rated the number 9 out of 13 best high schools in Virginia by niche.com. What does this actually mean? This means that niche.com ranks the best schools based on how they give back to the community, and Green Run High School falls into that category. But they overall rate niche.com actually overall rates Green Run High School as a B rated school. Now, this is not your A minus, your A, or your A plus category type school, and I know that may be a little hesitant for some people, but some of these schools that are still getting better in garnering their community and actually doing things to build their students up with a higher graduation rate may be re-rated later to a better community. So it's not that it's that the greatest, but it's also not the worst environment that you can have your students in, according to what niche.com has to provide the information on. But let's talk about how many students are in the school. We have about 1,400 students in attending Green Run High School, which gives it about a 15-to-1 teacher to student ratio, which means that you still have smaller classrooms, which it can lead to having a better learning environment and more of that one-on-one ability with students versus those max big schools, 20 to 1, 26 to 1, like in California or New York. Some of the commute times that you may have to deal with if you live in that Green Run High School district. Now, if you're looking to make that commute to actually make it to the airport, you have about an 18 to 22-minute commute, depending on where you live at in the Green Run neighborhood area, to the Norfolk International Airport. If you were going out to the Norfolk Naval Station base, you have about a 30-minute commute using 64 westbound heading over to 564. But then if you're actually going over to Joint Expeditionary Base Little Creek, if this way you're assigned, you have about a 23-minute commute as well too. But if you're actually over at NAS Oceana, the Naval Air Station, you have about a 13 to 15-minute commute. And if you're attending over at Dam Neck as well too, that's about a 15-minute commute as well to the military bases around that area. Now, also, if you want to think about going over to the beach, down over the Virginia Beach Boardwalk or the oceanfront, that is about an 18-minute commute from the Green Run neighborhood with basically no traffic. And what you can actually do is there are multiple ways to get there from that actual area. You don't necessarily have to use the 264 eastbound to get there. Now, what I will say, let's talk about the Virginia Beach area as a whole. Currently, there's about 1.5 million people that actually populate Virginia Beach, with the median sales price that we've seen in the last 30 days be around $330,000. Now, that median sales price actually equates to square footage median sales price of about $202 per square foot for those who are relocating from other areas and they want to do a comparison sake. Now, if you were thinking about what's the inventory that we actually have in Virginia Beach currently at this point in time, we have about 1.5 months worth of inventory with an average of about 12 days on the market from actually listing the property for sale and actually having a ratified contract and going under contract in about 12 days. Now, that median household income in Virginia Beach sits around about $82,000. And it's actually a really great market right now, but it's a really competitive market too. So these are things that you have to pay attention to as you're actually, like I said before, as we was doing our home tour, thinking about moving to the Hampton Roads area in general, or especially moving into Virginia Beach, where most of those communities are going to be highly sought after. The Green Run High School District is one of 13 districts in Virginia Beach. So there's 13 high schools that you have to know about that you may be wanting to move to, and we're going to continue to bring you more videos from those. So this is why I say it's important. If you want to learn everything that you want to know about Virginia Beach, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, because we're going to continue to provide you more information like that will help you learn way more about Virginia Beach. And if you found value in this content today, go ahead and hit the like button, and don't forget to bang that notification bell too, so that way that you can already be notified when we update you with more Virginia Beach information. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Craig Cusa, and if you want to get in contact with me, because I'm a local realtor that can help you find what you're looking for in the Hampton Roads area, especially Virginia Beach, use our links down below where you can either call, email, DM, or even book a Zoom call where we can actually sit down and have a conversation about what you're trying to do and help you figure out what's the lay of the land for your next move in, whether that's buying or selling in the Hampton Roads area. My name is Craig Cusa once again. Stay tuned for our B-roll footage. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll talk to you soon.